Hey everybody, it's JR. Let's walk and talk. Today we're talking about the Strenuous Trail. Now, I believe man is working, creating content. Can't always stay in one place. And so it's up to him to walk and talk with his people sometimes. So, as you know, this is the next season finale of Strenuous Trail. And, interesting twist of fate. Tale of two JRs. There's JR Ewing, devious. There's J.R. Hendrick, above board. They have some similar outlooks in life, but not totally. You see, I don't believe in the doctrine of ignoble ease. You know, sometimes we're called to take that walk, that trail, if you know what I mean. To be a force of nature. I'm aware of what's going on right now with reactive culture. What's going on? And that's why we need proactive and proactive people and public affairs. Oh no, I probably said something to offend somebody. But we need God-fearing people in that field. Theodore Roosevelt said this. He said, I wish to preach not the doctrine of ignoble ease, but the doctrine of a strenuous life. The doctrine of labor and heavy toil. Sometimes that's not necessarily with your hands. Other times it's exercising your mind, using prudence. I'm a regular content provider across the board here in West Texas. Reasonably happy man. And I know sometimes, you know what physics says, a body that is at rest stays in rest, and a body that is in motion stays in motion. So I'm venturing out of my house to talk to you guys about this strenuous walk. The strenuous walk we talk about in life. It's a temporal and spiritual journey. I think especially if you're a dreamer or a visionary, that you're called to. And I hope as you watch more about the Strenuous Life TV that you're faring well. Because I know beyond the shadow of a doubt, old JR, he cares about his people. But in many ways, we're called to be the rugged citizens to defend the Republic, and to defend traditional values. That's why you find me here. That's why you find me walking. I may be legally blind, but I don't use that as an excuse to hold me back. No, sir. I don't do that. I press in. Knowing that God, He is there, that cares about me. and knows the best about me. You're on a strenuous walk. Sometimes it's not easy. But that's what matters. So sometimes that strenuous walk calls you home, maybe. Look after your family. I'm a firm believer in the sanctity of marriage. I'm a firm believer in chastity outside of marriage. So many men in my generation and younger given to lust. That's not the strenuous life. That's not the strenuous walk. It's not the strenuous way. The strenuous way, the strenuous walk is a rugged, spiritual, and temporal journey that takes you to wherever God calls you to be. And so, to that end, the way I see it, if I can bless a life or two, that's what matters. I'm aware of what's going on in this country right now. Economic hard times. Hyperinflation. But folks, we as Americans, we've taken for granted a lot of things. And now we can't afford to do that anymore. We can't do that anymore. Because God has called you to greatness. And the strenuous trail is there for you. God has called you to be the very best that you can be. Sometimes these morning walks do what they can to help me clear my head, clear the cobwebs. I want you to join me on this strenuous walk. All right? Join me on this. Exercise. Of course, along with the exercise, reading good books. It's important to read good books. Start with Theodore Roosevelt's book, The Strenuous Life. Anything you can get your hands on to help you bless the lives of people. Other part is doing good deeds. Yesterday I spoke in the congregation of my church in Midland. And I've been told how I bless lives of people. But that's not because I'm a man that believes in his own beliefs. No, sir. I'm a man that believes in the strenuous walk. Go beyond your doubts. Get into your imagination. You plus God, the authors of your story. Join others such as me. It's Travis, JR. JR here is going to tell you. You need to be on this strenuous trail. Know that God is there. And He cares about you. When you press through on that strenuous trail, spiritually, temporally, you'll get the answer you seek. Not only will you get the answer that you seek, you press through as a Christian. You get to be welcomed home into the arms of the God that made you, wanted you to tap into your divine potential. God bless you. Don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others don't so you can have what others can't. Think strong, live strong. Live the strenuous life. God bless you.